In this tutorial, I will show you how to use a table view. It allows you to populate the data as a form of a table. Also, I will show you how to add new data to table. And then also I will show you how to edit. If you make a mistake, like a kiwi here, you should be able to edit what we call it as a table column. Also, I will show you how to delete rows from the table. Let's create a new project. JavaFX FXML application using JDK 1.8. Okay, finish. So let me copy package in front of FXML documents. This time I'm going to add title. This is tutorial number 35. We are using TableView. Let's look at controller here. So here open FXML. So I don't need this button and label. Let me remove. We're going to use table view. So here, just simply drag and drop. So when you look at table view, we have a table column, C1, C2. So let me add one more table column. It comes with C1, C2, column X. You can adjust the size of a column. It actually comes with the sorted functions with a little arrow and up and down, okay? So I'm going to use a product with a very generic data field called name, price, quantity. So TC stands for column table, price. So initial TC, price. This is quantity. That's just label, okay? Here TC quantity, this is FX ID. There will be variable name, as you know. Table view TV product, deal with the product class, okay? So that's how it looks like, okay? 3 columns with one table. First thing we need to do is make controller, then try to understand how it actually works. So remove that, okay? We don't use it. This time I will go a bit more slowly because table view need to understand many new concepts. Table view here, it says that has S types of objects contained within table view items list. Basically saying is referring to name of the class. Okay, you're going to construct the object. SNT also saying generic type for S. T is the type for the contents. So let me copy, because I want you to be familiar with the official Java API. Not quite readable, so I will move up. So price and quantity is same, so I will go back to table view. Okay. So let's create a class called product that's going to be used for the table view. Okay. Straightforward. It's going to have a name of a product, price, and quantity. With setters and getters. Straightforward. This is going to be price with double data type and setters and getters. Last one will be quantity. Just let me add two string methods just in case I may need to check the data. Everything is straightforward. Two constructors, one default, one constructor with everything in it. Default constructor, I'm going to call another constructor using this. Default value 0.0 and 0. That's it. That's all we need for product class. Let's go back to controller. Okay, and then we are going to use this class. Okay. So this one referring to type of object. Type is product. Type is class type called product. That's it. Table column, say types of table view, generic type. We are referring to class type, product. And type of contents, here the contents we are referring to data field. Again, string, that should be integer, sorry. Let me change quickly, int, should be int, okay. So string double int, okay. Class type, for TC name string, TC price, we are referring to data field called price. We have to use a wrapper class. Again, integer wrapper class. I will show you why we have to use a wrapper class. If you change the double, it says that unexpected type require reference. Okay. So according to message, it require reference variable. In this case, we are talking about reference for double is supposed to be double wrapper class instead of primitive data type called double. So we have to use wrapper class. Okay. It's not too difficult at the beginning. It looks strange. Idea is whenever it's possible, try to use objects only. Try not to use a primitive data type when you're dealing with JavaFX. Next one is very similar to list view. Okay, we need to construct a observable list that consists with a list of fruits such as apple, pear, orange, and so on for sale. So private final initial value does not change, so I will just say final. I know product name is supposed to be capitalized, but simplicity, I will just leave it as it is for now, and then I will change it at the end. Okay. So new products, we are going to use not that one, this constructor with a string double integer type. Okay. So let's say we have apple, and the price is $1.99. We have 100 of them. Let me copy two more. Sorry, that should be comma. Okay. $200, comma. I'll change to orange. Seems okay. Let's say 300. Okay, that's the end of array. Okay. So we have a product items as array. Now we can create an observable array list for product list. And then product list is up to product items. Again, I'm going to use it as it is, simply saying observable list. Let me make it clear. Here we are looking at FX collections, observable list, that is the subclass, okay, or subtype of observable list. We need to import and we need to do one more thing here. Even though I say here define how to display data on the table cells, basically saying set up the data for table. That's it. Table has three columns, so TC name. The method code is a set cell value property, and then new. It says that something to do with the product property value factory. Same type, so we can skip product type. Actually, we are referring to name. This is actually name of the data field. Okay. That is referring to data field name. Again, that's FX ID. Okay, don't confuse. Let me just write it down here clearly. TC name refers to FX ID. And the name here refers to data field of product class. We need to import property value factory. So it's there, okay. Let's copy and paste it and make a minor change for price and quantity. So we are setting the table column according to value we have in data field of product class. So that should be matched. Okay, be careful. Name, price, quantity. We are referring to data field of a product class. Now we can set data to our table. Table view product, set items, and then product list. If you want to add additionally, you can do so manually. For example, when you add one item later on with a text field, the syntax is going to be very similar to this one. So eventually you need to remember product list, add, and then you can add new products here. So let me just say a new object. Product, and instead of orange I will change to pineapple. Simplicity I will change to 400 so we can see the difference. 1, 2, 3, 400. That's it. That's all you need to do for populating data for table view. So let me compile and run it. So if you see here, we have apple, pear, and orange. We add pineapple manually at the end. So when you click the column, actually it sorts. That's a built-in function, okay? Quantity as well. That's why it's so convenient to use a table view if you have a large data sets. Let me close and move to next topic. Next one is can we actually add, new row to the table? So before that, as a quick review, let me just simply put some picture. I already copied to the same project folder. So there's an image view. Let me go to here, layout. That size is actually 48 by 48 pixels. So let me make it smaller. If you don't have one, you don't have to do this image view. Important thing is here, okay? We have a text field and text field. Make a bit more space and then add one more text field. Okay. Let me make a room for button. This one from the text saying name. That will be price. That's going to be quantity. Sometimes it's better to have some sort of text inside the text field, so we know what it is, unless you are adding labels for that. I'm not doing that for now. Let's say add text field. Let me label it because I need to repost the data or value. TF name, TF price, text field TF quantity. Then for button, say btn add. That's the add button. And event handler, I'll say handle button add. That's the convention I use it from beginning, so I will stick to the same thing. img fruit bag. So this is important. Handle btn add. Make controller. So we have all this field, okay? TF name, price, quantity, and btn add, okay? So let's go down to handler so that we can implement it, okay? So this idea of methods is allow us to add new items of a product to the product list. So we need to get the value out of text field. So say first one name, text field name, get text. Don't forget it's going to return text value. That seems to be okay. Double price. This one TF get text. That's going to return text value, but we need double. Okay, so we have to do typecasting. Double pass double. So we are passing string to double data type. Next one is quantity, happen to be integer. Integer pass int and quantity tf quantity dot get text. And then we are going to add a product to product list. So we can do that using that same syntax, okay? Dot add an object for products, which we have. New product. For the constructor, we can reverse to name, price, quantity in order. That's all you need for 4 lines of coding. You can add a new product to product list, okay? Let's say QE 299. Let's say 500. That's added to TableView. You can actually click multiple times, but if I want to add new, that seems a bit funny, isn't it? So let me have one more button called reset. that reset those text fields so that it seems more practical. Of course, you can reset after you add one item. I just like to have one additional button for that. So I will say clear, btn clear, handle btn clear. Make controller again. So we are looking at this event handler. Okay. So let me just put some comments. We are going to clear all text field. Straightforward tf name set text with the default value, because these are all going to be string values, so empty double quotation marks or null. So I will stick with double quotation marks with a space. So 3 of them, that's all you need. Let's say Kiwi again, 299, 400, add. You can clear, so you can continue add new item. It makes more sense. Or if I like to edit name of the product because I made a mistake somehow. So instead of allow user to change the price or quantity, at least let them change the name of the product. Basically, I will show you one. You can try the other two, okay, when you have a time. Anyway, let me focus on here. I will call it as a handle edit name. So we will edit column name called name, okay, product name. So make controller. So don't forget this S and T, okay? If you go up, we are referring to here. The S refers to class type. T refers to data field, okay? So we are talking about product and string. This implementation can be very, there are many steps to go through. So let me make comments as much as I can. So we can edit, then we can commit, so that we can actually make a change or update the data in that particular column. We are looking at one individual column, okay? So what we call it as a table positions and product and string, of course. We name it as a POS. Depends on events. We can get table positions. So if you look at the description, it says that return the position upon which these events occur. And if you select the table, it's going to say something happens. Okay, it's going to give you a position for that. So table positions, return the positions. Next one is we try to get the new value. If events happen, in this case, we enter new value. So try to get new value. Object representing new value input by the user. So if we type kiwi with a mistake and then you change, that's going to be returned as a new value by getNewValue methods. And then this one say loaded represent in the table view. So basically saying which row we are reporting to. So if we are looking at the second row, it's going to say number 2. So here table view, so get table view return observable array list. We can refer to individual item here. Because we know which one we are referring to, so according to index value, so that we can select a particular row belongs to this column. Then finally we can set new value using product and set name method. So what we did was looking at the position, reporting to row, get the value, and then set the new value. So let me add one mistake, then we can correct it later on. What happened is that editable that didn't work. It seems like something wrong with sim builder, or that didn't work. Actually, it worked for other controls. So let me just change manually. Okay, TC name, same cell factory. And then we are looking at text field table cell for table column. So it's just saying that types of elements contained with this in table view. So what happened is we just make sure that table column called name can be editable. Somehow we have to do it manually. Let's run it again. Same, we have a problem with the kiwi. It's okay, intentional. 500, and at least we can edit this particular column. Okay, kiwi. That's fine. Just enter. Now it changed. Okay. You can try with the price and quantity as well. Okay. Briefly complain about a few things here. Somehow this editable that didn't work. Honestly, I'm not sure why it should work. I tried with SimBuilder 11, also still doesn't work. Something wrong with, I guess, code generation somehow. Let me move to next one. Anyway, that's not a big thing. We can just set it up manually, so let's leave it. Here, next one, we should be able to delete the items. We are reporting to row. So let's say delete. And then here, btn delete. And the handle btn delete. Save it. Make controller. Here is the minor strange things going on. Somehow fxml is missing. Let me copy paste it. It's supposed to come together, but it was missing, so let me remove. That shouldn't happen, okay? It seems like a bug to me, but again, it's small things. We don't have to bother too much. So let's say we are going to use this handler. We focus on how to delete. This might be a bit more complicated. So you can manage. So we need to have a two observable array list. Then we can compare each other. So if it's match, we can remove it. Okay, ideally we can remove one. Then or you can remove multiple items at once. So start with removing one item, even though this is exactly the same. So when you select the rows, either it's one or multiple items, it should be based on observable list. Again, observable list is a super type for observable array list. So we may end up with using method belongs to observable array list to get the data. Okay. So here TV products, and when we set it up, we say set items. So this time there might be method called getter, and get item return observable list products. Okay, that's exactly what we need. So we got everything we need, and now we are going to look at selected rows. Okay. Going to use the same thing, TableView product, get selection model. That will lead to get selected items. Again, it's going to return observable list. That's exactly what we need too. So get selected item. We are going to deal with multiple, okay? So say that's it. So this way we can process multiple items by default. TableView allows us to select only one item. Okay, we can change back later on. So the actual implementation here, we focus on processing multiple items at once. Okay. So here, simple for loop. How many times do we repeat selected items? Depends on size of selected items. So we are reporting to selected rows. The method is straightforward. It has a method called remove. And then what are we removing? Depends on selected rows based on index. Okay. Here we say selected rows based on index. That's all we need for removing items we selected. And when you press the delete buttons, it's going to remove from TableView model. This seems a bit more complicated than adding or editing. So let me just add one, then remove, and let's see what happens. Let me add, select it, delete. Can I delete another one in the middle? Somehow I won't be able to select more than one item. So let's change, okay? Let's change the selection model so that we should be able to select multiple items. That way it's more practical, isn't it? So here we can specify the model of table view so that we can select multiple items at once, or we can remove multiple items at once as well. Again, TV product get selection model, then set selection model. By default, selection model is single, okay? So if you change, delete, comma, give you multiple, okay? That's the constants we have. Single, we change to double, okay? So if you select add same thing 3 times, selected them or delete. Again, the last one did not work. Okay, ideally you can select multiple, then you can delete. So it seems like it depends on how quickly you click the mouse. So if you select items, then wait for a while and click the buttons, it seems like working. But if you just click in hurry, somehow it does not delete one item or miss it out one. So that's how I figured it out. Again, enhanced for loop might be a better one if you are interested in. If you are not, then it's okay, you can leave it. So here it seems like for loop is straightforward for me, but some of you may prefer to use enhanced for loop. You can try to use that, that's okay. I just quickly show it to you. Straightforward, not very special. Here we say product. Then you can try. Just in case, select the items slowly and then click the button slowly as well. Somehow don't do it in hurry, okay? Again, let me have a look. And for constants, I said I will come back and change. Again, you don't have to change, just convention is capitalize items. And you use only once. And then next one, product list. It might be used for multiple times, 3-4 times down there. Okay, copy. Yeah, one here, one there. If you look at the scroll bar, there's one more. One there, okay. So everything should be okay. Clean and build and try. Thank you.